Hey YouTube, today I'm going to work on changing out the transmission fluid on my 2005 Ford Focus. I'm going to take this air box off to gain access to the top side there. I may want to perform a flush on the transmission as well. I'll get this air box off and then I'll show you where I may hook up the line to give it a flush. Alright, so, but you can see these two lines here that go into the transmission. And that upper hose should be the supply line, and then the one just behind the horn there on the bottom should be the return. And let me get you in the Chilton's book and I'll show you the illustration. There's the return hose on the bottom and then the supply hose at the top. Alright, underneath the vehicle I got the transmission drain pan here. There's your bolts, 10 millimeter, 5/16, whichever one you want to use. They both will work fine. You start breaking some of these loose. Shouldn't be too tight because the torque is actually pretty low on these. Get those loose. This is going to be a messy job no matter what. But I got a little drip pan down here to catch most of the fluid anyway. Okay, looks like I got them all loose. I might have to pry this down a little bit because it's been on there forever. Forever. Okay, so get you a little pry bar. Try to get between the gasket and the pan. You don't want to mar up any finishes, and just gently give it a little twist. It'll start to come out. I'll just keep doing that gently all the way around that side here, over the edges, and it will crack it loose. And there she goes. She's coming. Okay, we'll just keep pulling her down a little bit. I've got two bolts over here, nice and loose. Just to keep the pan on there and just kind of give it a tug. Keep on draining them. And you can see where the filter is right there. I've heard that these from the factory, they didn't come with a gasket, so maybe this one got serviced, or maybe in 2005 they put a gasket. Not sure. What do you guys think? I mean, I've heard different things. I've seen other videos with they had sealant on it without a gasket. Well, this one had a gasket. I can't tell. I wasn't the original owner of this vehicle, so I don't know if it got serviced or not. I know I've never done it on this vehicle. Alright. I'll get the last two bolts out of there, off the pan. I'm going to drop this down, get a better look at things. Oh, there went the filter. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I heard it gurgling. That means the filter came off. So that's a good thing that happened with the pan still on, and not when I took the last bolt off, because otherwise that would have been a nice big mess. Big splashy mess. Which so far, it's been averted. So far. My gasket is hanging on in one corner here. There we go. Alright, yeah, looks like the filter just popped right off there. Man, it looks pretty dang clean in there. Not bad. Just squeeze this off here. Drop this. Take that off there. Move that to the side. Just let that hang, actually. There's our filter. And the magnet looks not bad at all. Man, it's really good for the age of the vehicle. Filter out there, it looks normal. Not too bad. Okay, not too shabby. That was the easy part. Or maybe it was the hard part. Don't know. Looks like there's a little bit of sealant on there just to hold the gasket in place. I love the smell of transmission fluid. There's something about it. I don't know about you guys, but looks pretty cool. Okay, get that out of the way. Yeah, I'll have to do some cleaning and scraping. There's just a little bit of RGV or some type of sealant on here to get the gasket to stick, I suppose. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. Alright, we'll get back to you and get this stuff cleaned up. Cleaned up and sprayed and scraped and all that stuff, and we'll get a new filter in there. And then we'll get put everything back together, and maybe we'll do the flush. Alright, get back to you guys. Just a quick look here. You can see they had a rubber gasket and they had sealant on the pan. I'll have to double check the book on the Chilton's manual, but I don't think you need both. But maybe they just did it to set the gasket in place. Don't know. But that's you can see that there's a bunch of sealant on there. Like, it's all over the surface of the pan. Huh. Weird. In any case, yeah, we definitely got to get all that cleaned up. Throw a new gasket on there. I'll clean the transmission area and the pan. Magnet looks good though. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's just minimal, very minimal. For 89,000. That's not that much at all. That's really good. Not bad at all. Alright, happy with that. Stay tuned. Okay, we'll clean this up best I can, or best I could. It looks good. Let's get the new filter on. There's the new filter. There's brand new. Get put some oil on here. Transmission fluid around the O-ring. Give it a quick rim. Never mind. You guys get the idea. Let's put that in there, and there's a dowel right there. See that dowel? Pin, whatever. Line that up with the other hole, and then just kind of give it a wiggle. It should go in with the O-ring. And that feels like it's in. Don't forget the sensor. Line it up with that hole, and then clip it in. Just like that. All right, let me fiddle around with this thing some more, this gasket, and I'll get back to you. All right. Got these these four snug down. I got it at the lowest setting. Let me get these run down. Okay, those are all snug. Let me get back in the book and be back with the torque. Okay, let these snug down. We'll start getting these torqued up. Okay, we'll get up top and put some fluid in there. All right, got the old funnel in there. Got that's what I'm using. Max Life multi-vehicle. This is formulated for this vehicle. Took out about 2.5, 3 quarts, so I'm going to add about the same. 2.5 quarts. Okay, we'll give it a crank up. Alright, got the car, went through all the gears, all that good stuff, nice and warm. Back on the ramps, checking the level. It looks like it's really right there in the middle, perfect. Alright. looking good. Alright, so this is what I got hooked up. Took off the blue line. Right there, this blue line. Took that off. Hooked up a hose. And then I got that hose running into the drain pan. And then we'll crank her up. And then kind of flush the rest of the fluid out. I know we're not going to get all of it, but we'll get some out of the cooler at least. And hopefully, yeah, at least 75% of the fluid out. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Alright, got the fluid flowing. And now there. Keep on filling it up so it comes nice and red. Looking pretty good. Turn it off before testing. Got a little bit of air in the system, but not too bad. Self-bleeding, so it'll work itself out. So far so good, no leaks. Looking good. I'm going to spray it down with some brake cleaner in the area over here where I did the lines. Right over here, where my lines are at. Spray some brake clean, get that all cleaned up, take it for a drive, come back and then do the final level checks and make sure everything's good to go and with no leaks after that. Stay tuned. Alright guys, just finished the test drive, ran through all the gears, fluid level's fine, no issues. I got about 5 quarts out of there with that flush, so I believe the total capacity with everything is like 7.1 quarts. Or yeah, 7 quarts ish. So not too bad for flush without the power equipment. Good enough for me. Anything else you guys want to see, let me know. Especially if you're curious of how I got that air filter to fit in a 2005. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.